Hello and welcome once again to the Forward Compatible Podcast. This is episode 40 for November 11th, 2012. My name's Tony and I'm joined as always by my fellow podcasters Jason and Mark.
You said it backwards that time.
Backwards compatible.
What?
You usually say Mark and Jason.
I switch it off every week.
He does.
Wow.
Have you just not noticed that?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, Jason. How's it feel being
Hey,
your
listen,
host?
I'm just the guy who pushes record. Pisses Tony off, okay? That's my job.
And we actually brought in a special guest for the first time in a while. Would you want to go by something poopy dick? No, really. Introduce yourself. Feel free to give out your gamer tag, counsel of choice, how you got started playing video games, and anything else you want to talk about real quick.
My name's Kevin, DJ Poopy Dick, aka. Basically, my favorite, my gamer tag, I don't really care if anyone knows, but it's Kev1367. It's a nice 5-year-old name.
Yep.
A bunch of numbers.
But basically, how I got into gaming is basically me and my dad would always play Zelda as a kid, and just from there, I kind of got into it.
Nice. That's
Basic
how most of
and
us
easy.
got started, yeah. Rock on. Also, real quick before we do our weekly roundtable, we noticed that we are
More like a square table now. Not really round.
rectangular.
It's got round edges.
Well, you have to sit over there. Then it'd be like a rectangle discussion. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're chainsaw certified. We could actually make this into a rounder table.
Yes, I am.
But whatchamacallit, we realized how close we are getting to episode 52, which of course would be our 1-year anniversary
1 year from what?
from once we first decided to start this.
Gambling
Well, that's
problems?
Yes. So we were wondering
Drugs?
if there was yes,
Cocaine? Smack?
twice, yes, of
Hot?
course.
Colorado?
Like crocodile shit.
Washington?
Yes.
Obama? Go on.
And we were wondering what you guys would like us to do. As it sits right now, we were thinking possibly doing our first ever video cast. Yes? No?
Or
I was
live.
Live, yeah, and actually like tape it so you guys could put some
faces.
some
and
faces
names.
to the voices or what have you.
We should really throw them off by like delaying it by like 2 or 3 seconds and have my voice come out of yours because I was talking.
Start screwing everybody up.
That'd be great.
But we don't really know. What would you guys like? I mean, would anybody tune in for that if we did it live, or you guys just going to catch it on your own time anyway? So I don't know. Shoot us some ideas or comments or questions, concerns, whatever, what have you. Yeah.
Problems.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of better things to. What you had for dinner? Oh, going back to dinner. Going back to food.
Yeah.
Dude, pizza was good today.
Yeah, we had some delicious pizza on
That
the way
was
over.
very good.
Yeah, it's from like Beaches or something like that.
BJ's.
Beaches. It's B-I-J-E-S.
But you need to
It's
learn how to
literally-
spell BJ's.
It's literally a dog with a cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Looks good.
bulldog.
That's a good pizza and $3 beer.
All right, well, anyway, let's kick off our weekly roundtable and catch everybody up on what we've been playing since the last time we all spoke.
Halo, 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 Halo.
Yeah.
Halo.
Yeah, I really did Halo. I didn't have much time for anything else. I think I did get something else in, though. I don't remember. Halo.
All right, Halo?
Yeah,
How about
mostly-
yourself, good sir?
Mostly just Halo.
Mostly just Halo?
Borderlands a little bit still, but yeah.
Rock on.
Yeah, I really don't think I played a lot this week.
How about yourself, Jace?
I finished the single-player portion of WWE.
How'd that go?
And on my second playthrough on Borderlands, I've now officially passed Tony.
Have you?
Yep.
Good for you.
Today.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking A, man. Fucking A.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not worried about it.
Oh, but
You
it's
should
probably
be.
one over your
You
head.
should be.
He's got all
Yeah,
winning.
it keeps me up at nights. For myself, I played a little bit of Borderlands 2. Of course, a ridiculous amount of Halo. I also finished Jurassic Park from Telltale. I remember I was only through episode 1 and 2 last week. I believe.
Yeah.
I finished 3 and 4. I know I was talking a little bit of smack about it last week.
You were still talking smack about it on the way here, too.
Yeah, but they did redeem themselves towards the end. I felt that game closed out very well. I also...
They all die?
Huh?
They all die?
No, one of the main protagonists does, but I don't want to ruin too much.
Oh, okay. They all die.
They all die.
Is it the same,
Dies.
Everybody's
same makers
massacred.
as
Telltale,
Walking Dead?
yeah,
Yeah,
Walking
yeah.
Dead.
It's the
That's one
same
of
kind
their
of
other games.
style.
It's a little bit more primitive, but yeah, you could see that's what led
They
into The
adapted.
Walking Dead, yeah. I also did buy episode 3 from Walking Dead, but I haven't touched it yet. I literally bought it last night.
I gotta do for episode 2.
You want me to
as
spoil
well.
it for you?
No.
I would not like that.
He would kill you.
Also,
Clementine dies.
I bought whatchamacallit, fucking Unfinished Swan for PSN. I just started it. It's actually really cool. It's a completely blank canvas. It's just a white world. The only thing you see when you start the game is a little reticle.
No.
And the triggers throw paint, black blobs of paint across the white universe. And it's actually a map that's completely whited out, and you don't know what's happening.
No.
So you got to throw paint to like find the stairwell and go up, and like it's actually really, really cool.
So basically, what you're saying is a designer and a programmer got together, and they didn't have an artist, so they did something like that.
It's actually it's unlike anything I've ever. I'm actually really enjoying it so far. It's actually really, really cool, but I'm not far enough into the game to fully get into it.
Is there like a story to it?
Next
is there a point?
Apparently this guy had a mom who painted. The main character, his mom used to be a painter, but she used to not finish paintings ever. She used to get like 3/4 of the way through and move on.
Oh, yeah.
Then when they moved him to the orphanage after his mom died, they let him keep one thing to remember her by. So he elected to pick.
Dicks.
Yeah, he elected to pick the painting of a swan, which was unfinished, which was where you get the name of the story. And then the swan actually kind of leaves the world, and you have to kind of follow it. It's
Fucking Swan, running away
fucking
from
swan.
me.
God damn it!
That's
like
kinda cool.
It sounds like a drug story, but okay.
Yeah, it's pretty trippy, but it's a good game thus far. So, but I'll probably complete it by next week because I got pretty hooked. But I also bought that late last night.
Okay.
So,
Also, the neighbors upstairs are like throwing some bodies out the window or something. So if you hear thuds, it's because they're killing people.
that's how we do.
And the dog's chewing a toy in the background.
It's all good.
That's cute.
We keep on
It's
staring
cute.
at that dog nonstop.
It's cute.
I can't stop staring.
So what else do we got? Is that it?
Weekly roundtable will kick off with some news.
Sexy news?
I said
What?
yeah, we're all good. News,
Wow.
sexy
Wow.
stories.
News. Sexy news. I'm taking my shirt off.
No, put it back on.
God
We're not
dang
supposed
it.
to do that?
No, I was just going to say it and assume everyone's imagining me naked on listening. But
I'll do it for you guys.
No, we're good. No, we're good. We had the strippers here last night. First story, Bungie's Destiny seems to be pushed back to 2014, and I'm not using Destiny as a real word. I'm using it as a game title name. So an analyst was talking to the investors for Activision, and apparently they're saying probably a 2014 release, which will throw off their yearly schedule by 1 year.
Uh-oh.
What yearly schedule? Bungie doesn't have a yearly schedule.
They do. They have it was supposed to be a 2013 all the way to a 2017 release schedule. So this will put them to a 2014 to a 2018 schedule.
Oh,
Of yearly
the new
release.
deal with Activision.
Yes,
That's
it
what
is a
I'm
year.
talking about.
It's every 2 years a major release, and then a filler spin-off story every other in between years.
Gotcha. Whatever. I think Activision knows they own a great property now, so give them whatever
Yeah.
time they
Yeah,
need.
definitely.
Bungie doesn't disappoint. It should be good stuff.
2013 is already going to be pretty chock full. Looks like so.
2013 is looking better than. I was kind of like thinking about this the other day, like kind of looking as this console life cycle's winding down with the Wii U approaching in a couple weeks, and presumably the 720 and PS4 releasing next fall winter.
I hope so.
I was kind of looking back at the best years of this console generation, and I think that 2011 and 2013 are the ones that are going to stand out.
I can agree with that probably. This year was alright.
Last year was way better than this year.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree with that.
I agree.
Last year was
They
like
had some good
it was like-
solo titles, but
It was like every week something was coming out. It was like first it's like Batman, you got like Uncharted 3, you got Skyrim, you got Zelda, you got like everything was coming out. This year it's like you got Halo.
It's good. It's still a good like release schedule, but I haven't bought as much,
yeah.
Call of Duty.
which is good for me, I suppose. Next March though, I'm done.
And that last year had Gears 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it seems because I think all the great titles that were supposed to come out this year all got pushed back to spring next year.
Yeah.
You got like Tomb Raider got pushed back, BioShock. I mean, those
There's
two alone.
definitely something going to be announced sometime soon because there's never been that many March releases. Something changed.
They all
this
got
year.
pushed back. Then Crisis got pushed back. Dead Space 3 got pushed back. Like all these things were supposed to be coming out now, which would have made this an amazing fall.
Yeah.
But, I mean, 6-7 major titles get pushed back. It's kind of made for a weak 2012, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Especially BioShock. That's the one I'm waiting for.
Oh yeah.
That'd be fun.
It's going to be good stuff. And now you got Grand Theft Auto coming out next year. It's,
Oh, yeah.
2013 shaping out crazy.
Yeah, you got
and we don't even have any, if the 360 and PS4 or 720 and PS4 launch in fall of next year, it's like, man, is that going to be insane
That'd be crazy.
for the year as a whole. I don't know.
I don't think it'd be that soon, but it'd be nice. But I doubt it. All right. Next story: Gears of War series hits 19 million sold.
Yay!
Hooray, Epic! Hooray, Epic!
I contributed for 3 of those 19 million sales. Not 3 million. 3 individual.
I did too.
Gears 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
You're looking at me.
Because Jason accounted for another 6 million.
Yeah,
It's like 4 of every game.
pretty much.
How does that equal?
That's-
Don't worry about
4
it. Don't worry.
times 3
Because of
equals
other
6
stuff
million?
and collector's editions and other stuff.
I've got 1 copy of regular edition and collector's edition for every game.
Yeah.
I
You
watched
could have
someone
just bought
play
the
it.
collector's edition. Might have saved you 1 purchase.
Well, you see, I didn't get into the series until 2.
Whose fault is that?
Well, it's my fault. But let me finish. Stop it. Yes, thank you. So I went back and found collector's editions of 1 and 2 after I got into it. So
Fucking A.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Plus collectors, I mean, if you're going to wait for the collectors, you got to wait because then fucking,
You know,
they usually don't launch. Well, some of them do.
Amazon
mind
and Best
me.
Buy have way too many copies because no one ever goes there to buy games.
Take that, Best Buy.
Yeah. Well, Amazon, they just have enough copies. Usually a lot of people buy Amazon.
Rock on.
If you want the game before it comes out, go to Amazon.
Yeah, they'll ship it to you and they'll take the fine. I have yet to find how much they're getting fined for Halo yet, though.
Oh, that's a good amount.
They shipped them all out like 3-4 days early, right?
Yeah.
They're getting a huge fine coming. I don't know what it's because they had about over 40,000 copies shipped early, so they're getting a huge fine. It's gonna probably be almost in the millions, if not in the millions. So way to go, Amazon!
Yeah.
They have money spare.
Breaking street dates. Assassin's Creed 3 sells 3.5 million in only 2 weeks now. Not even. Yeah, a week. They sold 3.5 million copies in a week.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them.
It's a good game.
Yeah. I was hearing things that it was supposed to be October's number 1 before it even came out. That it was going to be October's number 1
Yeah,
game of the month, even though it came out on the 30th. So it literally had
the 24 hours.
a day and a half
yeah.
to fucking outsell shit that's been out for the
NBA.
whole month.
What came out October?
And
Not
wasn't
much,
it-
but I
no,
mean,
yeah.
you
Was it
had,
NBA?
You had like
It was
Borderlands come out at the
Resident
very
Evil.
end,
That's right.
the very end of September,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah,
And then
Resident Evil.
Resident
Evil was big.
The
NBA
9th was Dishonored.
007s, which sold
Yeah.
like 4 copies.
Yeah, it sold like 4 copies, 2 to Tony.
Forza was pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty well.
Resident Evil.
That still sold really well though.
Wow, Resident Evil fucking flew off the shelves by me.
Yeah.
Alright.
Also, they also announced Ubisoft that the game everyone will be waiting for next year, Watch Dogs, will release in 2013.
It's another one on 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch Dog is my game of the year pick for next year. I'm
Yeah.
choosing it now.
I'm gonna say that's.
It's your game of the year next year.
Yep.
It's funny
Mine's
because
Bioshock.
Tony and I went to the Zelda Symphony
Lucky.
3 weeks ago now.
Two?
Two.
Oh,
And Watch Dogs takes place in Chicago.
It does.
And part of it was they changed the Chicago theater, and we were right there. I'm like, look, this is where it happened. He goes, oh no shit.
My cell phone? Oh,
Yeah.
gone.
doesn't work.
Yeah, literally, I think that's going to be absolutely sick.
Next year, my early prediction's Bioshock, but
Yeah,
I
mine's
mean,
Bioshock as well.
I mean, who the hell knows? I mean,
Yeah.
we don't even know 90% of the titles that are getting launched
That's
next
also
year.
true.
We only know
Yeah.
the first like 3-4 months. So
No, the big ones so far.
yeah, but only through what? Fucking
Till March.
March,
April?
a few fall titles for next year are already known.
Like what?
Battlefield.
Okay, well.
that's not guaranteed.
It's your yearly release, though.
No, because they might. I'm still holding off hope that they round off the Bad Company trilogy and come out with Battlefield 4 as a launch title for next gen. Not launch, but
That's not going to happen. Like,
it could happen.
Battlefield
Don't shit on my dreams, Mark.
Battlefield 4 beta shipped in the Medal of Honor for
Yeah, but the
next
beta
year.
hasn't even been announced yet.
Yeah, they always wait like a year.
I don't know. Could be Battlefield 4 beta next year for.
It's just so hopeful.
Shut up.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Bad
Yeah.
Company. Bad Company 3. Do
Keep
it.
Medal of Honor for 2 years, then you'll get into beta. I don't know. Nah, I know.
Your dreams are crushed.
So here's some more titles that got pushed into 2014 and 2013. The first one is South Park. South Park actually did slip into 2014.
14? They dropped it. I thought
Yeah,
it was
they dropped it a lot because it was supposed to come out April.
March, right?
So it was supposed to come out September 5th. That's right. Something else April
That's
Fool's
something
Day.
I don't mind being dropped though, because if you think about
It's gonna be
it,
good.
I'd rather have them take their time on something.
Well,
like
that's
this.
what THQ said,
gonna-
that they want everyone to take more time.
I was going to say there's a bigger picture there involving THQ and all the titles that they push back because they've run out of money.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Darksiders didn't sell shit. They thought it was going to. It didn't even hit 2 million.
No, it's sadly that genre is. I mean, it's good. I mean, the game's good. It just it's not a
If
money
it's
seller,
not if it's
I
not
guess.
a Legend of Zelda game, nobody's buying it.
Yeah.
Darksiders 1 did better than Darksiders 2, though.
Ugh.
That's because Mark Hamill was in it.
That would help. Also, no titles that were pushed back were the. It's gonna be their like. I don't know. They're putting a lot on Metro Last Light. Metro 2033 was really under. It actually got good reviews, but really undersold. I made a lot of the best game you didn't play this year kind of thing. So they're hoping that one does really well. But their biggest title for next year that I know of currently, until they probably announce Saints Row 4, is Company Heroes, which got pushed back to March 2013. That thing's already guaranteed sold over 100,000. I think they're on the way to 200,000. I'm just taking my numbers from Steam. That has nothing to do with retailers. So
Yeah.
that'll be sweet.
Yeah.
I don't like that game.
It's so good.
You know
I
why?
like
Because
the first
everybody calls it COH, and it's not COH.
Why not?
Because COH is City of Heroes.
It's the
Predates it.
I know it does.
Predates it. Don't make me bang on the table.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. But yeah, I always call it COH.
Yeah.
It's
False.
Yeah, no.
False.
And it's such a good RTS though. Such a good RTS. They keep like leaking things too on the freaking Facebook page about it. Whatever.
You're sitting there flopping in front of your computer screen, aren't you?
Yeah. Also, because I know about it right now, anybody who has Origin can get my first PC shooter for free. Battlefield 1942 is actually free on Origin right now to celebrate the 10-year release of it, which was this month at some point.
Mark, if I go home and it's not there, I'm gonna be.
I
pretty
downloaded it
pissed.
yesterday.
He did
so,
this once before where he told everybody, you can go get it now, and then all of a sudden it was gone.
Yeah.
So for the one of you out there that has Origin, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
The rest of
literally-
us on Steam. Yeah. that's
Literally,
all
I actually played yesterday. Oh, I didn't actually say that in my round team. I did play Battlefield 1942 because it was free.
I will play with you.
Literally, there's still about 600 servers up, and there's still 64 player ones. There's probably about 20 of them at 64 that are full, and then there's a bunch of other ones. So literally, there's still a good chunk of people playing a game that's over 10 years old. So awesome, go play it. It's my first PC shooter I ever played.
Probably mine too, actually.
2002.
Mine's Descent.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
It's from the 90s. Or probably, actually Doom probably predates
Doom.
that.
I remember like the first game I ever played on PC was like Gary's Mod, and that was a game to get into.
Yeah, it's fun.
Too bad I'm not good at that game.
Let's
You don't really have
let's
to get
not
like
bring up Gary's mod
Yeah.
so we don't lose a recording.
Man,
That's what happened
Didn't
last
do
time.
it.
That's what happened last time. It was craziness.
yeah.
It's
What?
cursed.
Speaking of which, I don't know if you guys remember back, was it 3 months ago?
I don't know, 3 months ago?
We had that
2 months ago?
episode that didn't record, or we had technical problems, and then I made one by my lonesome. It's like a 22
Where
because
he's
I wanted
naked and-
in the mirror.
yeah,
naked
Cheetos.
in the mirror,
Yeah,
Cheetos.
Tony Chow.
this episode. Anyway, I finally dragged and dropped it to a USB
It took him 3 months to
stick
do that.
and brought it over to Jason. So at some point in the week, probably Wednesday or Thursday, so we don't overlap too much, we will put up the lost episode.
So you get some old news.
It's only 20 minutes. You'll get some really old stories. It's me by myself hanging
in
out
front
by
of the mirror.
myself.
You hear a lot of
Hanging
Cheetos.
out.
Cheetos.
There was him
Crunch,
like
crunch,
eating gummy worms for like 5 minutes too on there, I believe. That was one
So
of the
is there any news actually? It sounds like 10 minutes Cheetos and 5 minutes of gummy worms.
I don't even remember what's on that episode. I
Just
really don't. I did it for
groans of
them because
passion.
I felt so bad that no episode is getting released. I'm like, let me just try to make something, and I couldn't figure out how to upload it. So
He's that
I don't
inept
know how
with
you don't know how to
computers.
do that.
I showed him the drag and drop.
That's what I keep. That's what I keep Mark around for. Mark does all that stuff. It's great.
It's not hard though.
I
It's
pass
like-
it off to Jason, and he thinks I still do stuff, but he still knows me.
Wow. Yeah. No, I'm,
What?
Don't worry about it.
no.
Yeah, you walked away.
Twice.
Yeah, twice. So next sexy story. I only have two other ones. Grand Theft Auto 5 news came out this here week. The level is reportedly to be bigger than Red Dead, San Andreas, and Grand Theft Auto 4 combined, which first off is goddamn scary because I never even saw most of Red Dead. And I don't need it that big.
Here's the problem. Red Dead is super big if you look at it on a real scale. I mean, that's like southern United States and most of Mexico.
Yeah. Mm.
But when you scale it down to the game, it's not... It's big, but yeah.
I think there was too much in that, like too much to cover. I know, like, I love it how it is that big, you know.
Well, I
But
just fast
it's
traveled a lot.
Yeah, that's the thing, and then also it's like
Every time I try to fast travel, it's like, you could not do it if there's a road nearby. Pissed me off.
I don't know,
Hated
it just
that game
made me
for that
mad though
reason.
because it was like I want more scene, like more stuff to do, and
Yeah,
I don't
it was
know, I want more
empty.
cities. Everything is just like empty land. It's
But, you know,
up
it
in there.
should be that way.
I
But
know.
it also is boring, I understand that.
I don't know, I love that fucking
It's like
game.
a
Damn it with
catch-
those
it's
bodies
catch-
again.
Catch 22 on that stuff.
Dropping bodies.
I've actually been kind of jonesing for a good open world game after a while because I mean,
Yeah.
the last one that I really enjoyed was Red Dead. I mean, L.A. Noire was okay, but that was very.
They're open world
yeah.
where there's no point actually
but
going
then
out
again,
and
like
do.
I don't like Fallout. I don't like
Oh man, you
Elder
missed a good
Scrolls.
ones. Oh man,
and
you
things
missed a better one.
Well, I've tried them, but I've been jonesing for like a Grand Theft Auto type game, so I'm
Definitely.
actually looking
San
forward to
Andreas?
this.
I
one.
would if I don't know
Which
if you've
San
tried it
Andreas?
yet, but I would try a little bit of the Saints Row.
I have. Have you not seen my gamer score?
I have not.
No, who looks at that?
Yeah.
I
I do because I'm higher ranked than Tony.
calm
Sorry,
down.
sir.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Just gotta make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm stomping you on PS3, so
Just gonna
you got to take into account
assume
that
you-
No.
I'm multiple leveling up.
because like 10 people play PS3. So
I'm
it doesn't
multiple leveling up. I'm working on Xbox and PlayStation.
matter. False.
Well, you
MLG.
fuckers just play Xbox.
False.
And how much higher am I on you on Xbox?
A lot.
Like by double?
Yeah, he could
least.
probably combine mine and yours.
You probably had mine. In
And it's
that
sad
day,
because I haven't had that
definitely.
much time in a long time. That was from the days when I had like a GA job in high school.
Yeah.
That's most of my gamer score came from. And it was like 4 years ago. Oh, it's that day. I'm old.
But yeah, Grand Theft Auto.
I think
3 different playable characters.
Yeah, 3 different playable characters. There's gonna be like 2 of them are like 40s, one of them's like in his 20s. I don't know, Carl, John,
Doesn't matter.
Maxwell, James. And
Nobody ever cares about
Kitty
what their
fuck.
names are.
Except for
Also,
Carl.
first time that Grand Theft Auto is going to have its own original score.
Really?
Yeah, that was announced.
Like,
That,
there's gonna be no like awesome old songs
Well,
and.
no, but during certain sequences, it's going to actually have a score to it, like when you go on missions and stuff.
Okay.
So
That's also a big thing for people that upload to YouTube. I know that they can't use their music, obviously, so it's just blank
Yeah.
music and or nothing's going on.
Yeah, they always
Kinda
would,
crappy,
they,
though.
would, they would mute that. I do know that.
you guys stoked about Grand Theft Auto 5? Or
I'm a little
Yeah.
bit, not
Like,
yet because
I-
it's too far off still, but
I pre-ordered
I
it
like
right away because whatever, just get out of the way. But fucking, I got a feeling the same thing's gonna happen that happens with almost every Rockstar game I've ever played, which is I get really into it for 5 or 6 hours, and then it's just more of the same.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Yeah.
and I never finish any of them.
I did finish
one of
everyone but San Andreas actually so far because I had a corrupt game save back in those days.
my earliest Xbox multiplayer memories was actually Grand Theft Auto. I was playing with a bunch of people from GameStop, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We did more of that than we did of the actual game.
Yeah.
So,
Going around killing.
and they're gonna
Car chases?
they,
Well, they got those open world things in those games. They're
yeah,
fucking fun.
and then multiplayer is going to be back. They haven't said in what
Yeah.
form yet.
I remember playing even San Andreas with my friend where you couldn't even leave the same screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
was
remember
fun
that.
too. Me and him just going on like mountain trips with up the mountain in the RV and stuff.
Yeah,
Just being stupid as hell.
That's always been my biggest gripe about Elder Scrolls and Fallout is
No
the lack
co-op
of
or-
co-op. If they did co-op, I'd be more inclined to play them.
But are those games you really need? Like Fallout, that's a game where you're supposed to be by yourself. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I get
Yeah.
it, but I'm just saying from a purely for my personal flavor, as
Mhm.
I would prefer.
You like the
even just-
choice.
even just 2-player. You
Yeah.
know, I don't care if I got to run around as a dog. You
I was
know,
about to say that. Do you want to be the dog?
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I would, as long as after I kill something, I can piss on it.
Yes.
Maybe hump it a little bit.
start teabagging.
Yeah. They did confirm ATVs, bikes, BMX, helicopters, planes, jet skis, will be all flyable, drivable vehicles.
There was some hidden files in Max Payne for vehicles for Grand Theft Auto.
Weird.
Yeah. They also said that the vehicles are going to drive better finally.
Yeah, they did say they're going to improve that.
Yeah.
There's going to be a better
they quote
melee
unquote
system.
as they said they quote unquote stick to the ground better.
I don't like that. I like when they fly.
They got their work cut out for them, if you ask me. But with Saints Row 3, I know we talk about it a lot. That game really is fucking...
Yeah.
It's so much better than Grand Theft
But
Auto.
Rockstar doesn't really do bad work. That's the thing. I mean, even Max Payne didn't sell well. It was still getting 9.0s.
I know, but everything about Saints Row felt better. The driving mechanics, even the gunplay is some of the best gunplay they've ever had in a third-person game.
Volition did so good with that.
The drop-in, drop-out co-op, it's fucking amazing. And like what? Sure, it was like perverted and humorous for people in our age bracket and stuff, And Grand Theft Auto doesn't necessarily have to do that, but just like the drawing factor. I don't know if it's going to be there.
Yeah. We'll see.
I don't know if it's going to keep me as hooked.
I just want the BMX bikes to be able to grind on things.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but I
make it
always
into a
try
skate
to.
game.
As a kid, I was trying like San Andreas. I remember trying to grind on like rails and stuff, and it's just me falling on my ass.
Yeah.
They said heist will play a big role in the game. One of the biggest kind of like misses I wish they were doing is like I really liked in San Andreas the you had to work out like the RPG elements to it. It was stupid, but it was kind of cool. Because you actually felt like you affected your character. That's not going to be there, but there's going to be some kind of in-game economy. You cannot buy properties, though, which I also thought, what am I saving my money for?
Well, they countered that by saying there will be plenty of things to spend your money on.
Yeah.
Do I spend my money on gas?
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Like, right, you rob a bank, you're like, fuck, I forgot to fill the tank.
Damn it, I need an
I'm
oil
not
change.
getting a job again.
I do remember that was like one of the things they wanted to add in San Andreas. Or that was like rumored about adding gas.
Yeah, they did.
And I was like, please don't.
Gran Turismo tried something similar to that a few games ago, where you actually had to worry about stuff like that with like tire wear, and you had to like pay to wash your car and oil changes and whatnot. Where
you gotta wash that car because that's gonna
washing
matter.
my car.
You gotta actually monitor that kind of stuff or whatever.
I would never wash my car.
But that was I forget if that was A-Spec or if it was Gran Turismo 4 because they don't get it did not.
It was A-Spec.
They didn't carry over to the fifth one. They kind of dropped that. So.
Yeah. There you go.
Just saying.
Yeah. And then my last sexy story of the week.
Come in.
Dropping bodies.
And Jesus.
Anywho, the number one story that kind of came out this week, Navy SEALs got disciplined for their work or consulting on Medal of Honor Warfighter. Apparently they're getting a 50% pay degrade for 2 months.
And they're losing the ability to get promoted in the near future.
Yeah, that too.
Did you play Medal of Honor?
No.
Anyone? Okay.
I didn't know. I really didn't know about the story.
As the only one, who's played it.
Yeah.
I don't see what the big hoopla is about. Sure, they went after him for some realism with like the way the guns fire and stuff, and the gunplay is great. I beat the game. I didn't see anything in there that was like detrimental to the safety of the United States military armed forces.
Yeah.
Like it's a fucking video game, dude. Relax. I apparently there's some free DLC coming out that is about the mission where we went in to kill Obama or Osama. Excuse me. Osama, shut up. Relax.
Because we know who he voted for.
I didn't even vote.
Ron Paul.
Why can't you just go with it?
Because you're making up falsities.
God, so like
I'm making up falsities. You just said about murdering Obama.
Osama.
I'm pretty sure the
and anyway, they went in. But obviously nobody's played it yet, so I don't see what the big hoopla is about. I don't get it.
We'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know. Anywho, we're gonna David Letterman this shit, and we're gonna move on.
No, there's a puppy. He might eat it.
David Letterman.
Picking that up.
Had a Letterman in it.
Letterman.
Okay.
Ready for some questions?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quiz me, good sir.
Okay. Metroid Android.
What's up?
He starts off with, will we ever get to see the legendary Angry Andy?
Maybe.
He's actually off the map this week. Literally, we have no idea where he is.
He's not joining us this week.
He's gone AWOL.
He might pop in here and there. We've been trying to set something up where he comes on one of the shows so you guys can finally hear a little bit from him.
I mean, you were just mentioning the 1 year and possibly doing some
Maybe
video. So,
we can get him on for the 1 year.
you know,
Strap
yeah.
him into a chair.
That's up to him. I don't know. Can't force him to come on the show.
Hey, there's.
I can.
Will he get angry if you force him?
He gets angry quite often.
Yeah.
Be quiet,
Hence
he is.
the angry Andy.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, maybe we've been trying to get him on the show. We really have, but yeah.
Those traveling.
How far into Borderlands 2 are you?
Not very.
Okay.
I saw that question.
All right, because
Like, maybe I'll finish Borderlands 2 this week. I had like 2 hours.
we have to go with the fan requests, and it's going to spoil something for you.
La la la
Okay.
la 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 la.
Andrew Dillon, who we found out is safe and doing good.
Good to hear.
He says he doesn't want to spoil anything, so he will make this as at least spoilers as possible.
When you die in the end,
He
goddamn
said,
it.
what do you guys think of the stuff that happens story-wise after you defeat Bunker and go to Angel Central Core in Borderlands?
Dude gets killed.
What? Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, I guess we have to spoil it to talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
It's kind of a turning point for the game, so it's like a big spoiler. You find out that Angel is a siren.
Okay.
She's Handsome Jack's daughter.
That bitch.
He's using her to power the key to unlock the warrior. Okay, so the only way to stop him.
I don't know.
So the only way to stop him is to kill Angel, his daughter, who's been helping him.
Yeah, there's this big overdome fight scene with like, she's like elevated, right?
She's basically like a bubble.
In the middle,
Yeah.
and you have to like kind of take out the tiers around her where they're draining all the power from her from her.
The big it's like halfway.
Okay.
The big plot point is that after you defeat, after you go through this, it's almost like a horde mode, like waves. She falls to the ground and dies. Roland's standing in front of you talking. All of a sudden, a gunshot blasts through his chest.
No.
Roland falls down, and Handsome Jack is standing behind him. Which I'm gonna comment on it in a second. Grabs Maya and takes off. So now he's got the world's most powerful siren to power the key to unlock the warrior. So for me, it was. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I can give two shits about Roland.
I thought he was a good character.
Yeah. I could care less.
Maya's cooler.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
she is a badass. But it's the point where Handsome Jack goes from this annoying nuisance that just pops up on the screen to actually being a badass. Because he actually, I mean, he halfway through the game appears and completely throws everything off to the side. And one of his lines are, along the lines of, "This is what happens when a man has nothing left to lose." And now he makes it a personal attack on you. Instead of just trying to take over the world, now he's coming solely after you. So it's actually pretty badass. And I definitely think it elevates his villain status quite a bit.
Nice.
Tony, you just experienced that part.
No, not really. That was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, gameplay-wise, you haven't gotten that far beyond that.
Roland is my favorite character of both Borderlands, so, but it still really didn't hit me all that hard. I don't play Borderlands for the story. I don't. I think they're terrible stories. What keeps you going back is that carrot on a fucking string mechanic, where it's always like, oh, there's always a better gun. There's always something a little cooler behind the next corner. The stories never really grab me, and for like I'm saying, if Roland's my favorite character, and I was still kind of like, meh, like I don't know. There's been way more emotional moments throughout my gaming history where like Borderlands is not even in the top.
Yeah, because the first game they had like
nothing happened. I still don't know what the hell's
Nothing made
going
me
on in
care.
Borderlands. It's just like Handsome Jack's hilarious.
Yeah, the dialogue's really good.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's funny for like 15, 20 seconds at a time.
Yeah.
Then you go back to looting. It's just like there's nothing. I don't know.
Story's
now-
okay, but
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just saying story's okay, but dialogue's great. Yeah.
For me, who played a decent amount of the game solo, okay,
So did I.
It kind of, this was the turning point where I started paying attention a little bit more to the story to see what was going on. Because I was kind of caught off guard. I was like, "What? Wait a minute! There's actually something going on here, a little bit. There's more than just a very
Handsome Jack making you run around do shit. Yeah.
to the next boss fight. There's actually a little bit more going on here, and then he becomes more involved at that point.
Yeah.
So it was actually for a game that doesn't stand head and shoulders above everything else for its story. I thought it was pretty cool.
They did a far better job in the second one than the first one, but I
Yeah.
still don't think they got the story aspect right. But it doesn't bother me. Like,
It's not a make or break.
there's so much great about that game that something stupid like that's not a game. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't play that game for story. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like it's a great co-op, drop in, drop out missions, questing, looting. That's what you're playing that game for.
Yeah.
Plus, mechanically, it's amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
that's one of the better FPSs out. So
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. We already answered that one last week because he re-asked that. So,
which one?
what would we do if Sega?
Yes, yes.
Sega.
Epic says Andre the Giant. Give me a second because I'm scrolling through here.
So ill prepared.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to sleep. Sleep
No,
off my
I'm
pizza and
just
beer.
pulling it right off of here. So,
Pizza
Oh,
and
bar
beer.
this.
Pizza and beer.
I want to get shit. What?
I don't think there's a lot of comments, but I don't think there was that many questions.
I have one because I figured this would be a shorter week since we didn't blast
Go
it
for
on
it.
the interwebs. Something big happened out there, and I was wondering what you gentlemen thought, or even if you care. I know this is like a couple weeks old now, but we didn't really talk about it yet.
I don't care.
And that's the acquisition of LucasArts from by
Yeah.
Disney.
I'm happy for that. I don't want George Lucas touching that anymore. He's ruined it many times. Doesn't give what we want, like actual theatrical versions anymore. I don't want. He's ruining it. And Disney, they have Avengers, and they did amazing. with
That's
that.
the thing. Disney owns Marvel now. Disney makes great
Yeah.
movies.
And I mean, they're gonna do amazing on this. Whatever they do with it.
I also want to follow that up with another question of what was the better acquisition for Disney, Marvel or
LucasArts.
LucasArts?
LucasArts will probably make them more in the end.
Well,
Okay,
Let's see
because
what the
here I
first
can
movie
tell
comes
you
out.
they
what.
bought Marvel for like $500 million. They bought Thing for
No.
$4.5 billion.
No,
Whatever.
no, no,
no,
no,
they bought
no.
Marvel for like 4.
No,
It was
four,
four bill.
Yeah,
four
$4
billion.
4 billion.
4 billion for Marvel, 4 billion for Star Wars. Avengers itself made about 2.5 billion. I'm gonna round up there.
Oh, that's right. Because when they were, I was listening to this thing and they were making a joke with when they bought LucasArts because it's like 4.005 billion, and people are like, why didn't you just make it 4 billion even? When you break it down, that's like $50 million. That's like a whole
That's
lot
all
of
like
money
the
for that little
the
decimal.
loss
Yeah.
or the paperwork and all that shit. So
Yeah.
they felt that's what it's for.
Lawyer
really.
fees and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think personally, I think it was a great acquisition because Disney, if there's one thing that they do
New South Park.
really well, is
Yeah.
they pump out quality movies. Whether it's the
Wreck-It
fucking-
Ralph I heard was really good.
Oh, I wanna
the
see- I
Pirates of
wanna
the
see it so bad.
Caribbean. They're not just kiddie movies. I think that's the problem. Is a lot of people think they're like, oh, now Princess Leia is going to be this cute little damsel in distress princess like Disney. Man, Disney doesn't just make cartoons. I mean,
No.
They got away from that.
yeah,
now,
the Avengers are badass. Pirates of the Caribbean, they had some very
Except for
adult
the fourth
themes in it.
one.
Shit
Yeah.
like that. The fourth one doesn't count. We don't talk about that.
No.
Just like with Indiana Jones.
Hi, I
And,
like
Star
Stranger
Wars.
Tide.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got sick of Orlando Bloom.
No.
And Keira Knightley's a whore.
Hey,
She is a whore in those movies.
Don't talk about
she's
my
my
sister.
whore.
I'm not disagreeing, but she's still a whore.
She might have the clap. Don't make fun of her.
And there was
glad.
one more question. I found it.
Are
I found
we're
it.
done already?
No, I'm just letting you
Nah,
know so
done.
that we don't try to
Yeah.
move on from that.
Kinda wanna-
I really think the Marvel is actually in the long run going to make them more money.
Really?
I really do because there's such a longer lifespan of their characters so far. Like over the years, like they have so many characters. Like they got rights to so many characters through that. And-
There's quantity in Marvel.
As soon
Yeah,
as they get back Spider-Man from Sony, then they're golden.
They have that. They have Iron Man movies do fantastic. The new Avengers is going to make up the entire, budget of buying Marvel right there. They have all the sub movies in there. They're just going to make it because they're going to have quantity, and most of them do pretty well.
I think it's absolutely great that they got Lucas, but they have a lot of rebuilding to do with Lucas. And what I mean by that is, as Lucas has survived by the cartoon and the video games, there hasn't really been anything major from them in a while.
Just toy sales alone
Yeah.
on LucasArts is
Hasbro.
ridiculous.
And
guys.
I'm saying they're living off of that quite a bit. Their marketing and their merchandising and everything. They have a lot of work to do as to where you flip it around. Marvel has already got all that.
Yeah, they didn't burn everybody.
Exactly, they built that up.
Clone Wars
So-
is good though.
I'm totally looking forward to it, and I think it
I'm
would be
looking forward to both,
phenomenal
yeah.
to see once Disney kind of gets their shit together to make their own version of like a Smash Brothers or something with all the licensing that they have now. That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I think I don't think they have as much rebuild like the real Star Wars fan out there, like but in the older age bracket is I think they're gonna give them it's a foregone conclusion. This thing's gonna sell a gazillion tickets. Everybody's gonna go fucking see this, even if it's just to hate on it. The first number 7 will sell a gazillion tickets, but I think enough people understand that George Lucas is not
angry.
he's not at the helm anymore, and people were concerned about him ruining the
He's still
pre-trilogy,
in it, though.
which he kind of did. But now that it's totally somebody else's thing, where he's only a consultant
Yeah.
now, but somebody else has like control over it now. That the thing is that the beast far exceeded what Lucas ever thought. Like Lucas just kind of made it up as he went along. Then there's all these like side books and cartoons and spin-offs and all this shit and the video games. Like The Force Unleashed got the actual rights to contribute to the main storyline. That's like the only 2 video games that ever got to do that, and stuff like that. Where there's like this ever-changing world where it keeps growing, and Lucas doesn't even have control over it. He didn't write the video games, so like these people that are doing stuff here, and then he'll make new movies, and it contradicts something that was in a book or something that was in the TV series, and it's kind of like, well, what are you doing, dude? Because he doesn't even know all the little. There's far bigger Star Wars fans than Lucas could ever be.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say. So if they give this to the right people, this thing will come out great, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
I have a quick question though. Do they get a control of Indiana Jones?
He gets everything. Lucas
Yeah.
does. Willow.
Because I
He
wasn't
gets
sure
the-
because Steven Spielberg had a
Yeah.
big part of
They
it
get everything.
too,
They get
so-
Willow. They get Indiana Jones. Yeah, they get everything.
They
wow.
get his digital his
THX, I think it's called. Or
Industrial Light and Sound.
industrial. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
Yeah.
He gets that. I mean, he gets
Which
so
is like
much.
one of the
Yeah.
the most prestigious
A
special
lot of people
effects
from,
company in the world.
When I used to
Pixar
work,
came out of
when I used to work with AMC, they had some connection with that or something stupid.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Cool. All right. So Stoked asked Mark a question, and this kind of segues from Disney.
Okay.
Said, Mark, what's your favorite Kingdom Hearts game?
There's only 2 good ones, right?
I mean, well, the one on the 3DS is actually pretty cool, but I haven't got to play enough of it because I don't own a 3DS currently. Let's see on some of your 3DS. Literally, I'd have to say the
Start
second
Kickstarter.
one.
Get Mark
yeah,
a 3DS.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they'll probably be on sale. It won't be that bad. Like $150 probably by Black Friday. I'd have to say the second one. I think I like the levels more, and just like they added. First one was like really really good too, but the second one I'd have to say left you with knowing there's more and it's not here yet as well. I don't know.
Mine's the first. I don't know.
They're
I
both
just remember
really
the first
good.
more.
Well, yeah, because everyone probably played the crap out of that one more.
I played the second one too, but
I
I
actually
didn't
played the
know.
first one more than I played the second one. But I don't know. I almost like it's hard because the first one's so good because then like it's just like the meeting up of all the characters too. Oh man,
Oh man.
I'm in between almost. Like I'm gonna go with in between.
Epic had a question for you too.
Sure.
Said Mark, is Mark making the Army of Two game? As you were talking last week about your non-disclosure.
Yeah, I cannot say. That's how I have to answer.
There's actually 2 that I'm going to combine together here. Really quick, let me scroll back down and find it. It is, what do we think about the Halo series overall so far? And have we watched the Forward Unto Dawns?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I watched
Those are good.
I watched those heavily. Yeah.
Forward into Dawns are sweet.
Yeah,
They
they were good.
I have not watched them yet.
You should.
Go for them all 5 of them.
Yeah, I was.
Definitely worth it.
I didn't purposely not watch
yeah,
them.
I
I
mean-
just haven't. There's some times that I purposely won't watch things, but this one I just didn't. It was kind of off my radar.
Yeah.
I definitely saw them later than most because
Yeah,
I
me
was
too.
I was trying to stay on a media blackout as much as possible.
I
with
saw
Halo
one
4.
and I think I skipped to like 5 then.
Oh really? No,
Well, not me. I saw them, but like one night I sat down and watched all 4.
yeah.
Yeah, I watched them.
It's
all.
pretty much what happened to me too. I sat there and watched them all pretty much consecutively.
Yeah.
So
I watch them all every week by week though because once again I'm a huge addict to YouTube for some reason.
Yeah, you are.
Where I watch, basically that's my life kind of thing. Like I just
That's your
watch,
TV.
That's my TV. I watch it like every day.
Which isn't bad. There's days I'll go on YouTube and I
there's,
don't blame you.
there's better entertainment on YouTube than there is on TV most days.
I'm addicted to certain people on YouTube.
FPS Rush is the most amazing.
The people I watch are just like Creatures and Machinima and stuff like that. But basically, I just watch it weekly. And did you guys see? Speaking of Machinima, not to get off track, but did you guys see the Infonaut thing they did on Rooster Teeth?
No.
They did a documentary on Rooster Teeth.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
3 episodes. It's pretty nice. Well
I'll
job
check
on
it
that.
out.
Yeah, I'm fucking in. What was the other part?
What do we think of the Halo series overall? I know we were gonna wait a little for this week a little bit to talk about
We can talk Halo.
Halo.
It's badass.
Pretty good.
I literally have not done any single player because everyone's like, "What's a little multiplayer?" So I did about
Yeah, that was me.
20 games of multiplayer this week, and that's about it. So I couldn't tell you about the story just yet. I'm working on it.
I'm a couple chapters in. I could start talking about it a little if I'll try to keep spoiler free. It's awesome. I feel that 343 did a great job so far. The multiplayer is insanely addictive. To me, it's just 1,000 times better than Call of Duty. I was talking about this earlier, where like I've bitched about this many times in the podcast, where I watch kill cams from Call of Duty and the hit markers are off. They miss me by,
Especially the stabbing ones. Those are the
foot.
worst.
Yeah, it's just like dude, the guy didn't even hit me. Stop showing me kill cam because it just gets me more upset about how much bullshit this game is. And then you watch the Halo kill cams. They kind of started something like that, and it's legitimate. The guy's actually shooting you. His reticle is on top of your guy.
Yeah.
He's actually firing into you. He actually melees you. It's the way it's supposed to work. Halo's just, it's so much better. I don't understand how Call of Duty outsells Halo. I don't get it. Halo is so much better for competitive shooting.
I have not played the new Halo yet, and that's just because I never play when it first comes out.
Yeah.
I buy a copy, give it to my girlfriend's dad, let him beat it, and then I get it. But I can confirm that Angry Andy has completed the campaign and says it's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I know he had an issue with unlocking one achievement for, I guess, Chapter 6. Didn't want to carry over for him properly. Didn't want to unlock.
Must have been quite angry.
Oh, yes, yes. But
I don't get where you're going at there.
What are you implying here?
I did
Somebody
get
was
to
there.
see about a half an hour of the beginning of the campaign, and it looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
It looks awesome.
The setting looks good.
It
too.
is the prettiest game on Xbox.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Good.
When I first saw the very beginning too, even I thought that was like real life,
Yeah.
like a face. I was like, "What is
At
going
first,
on?"
I'm like, what?
And if I may, since we're talking about the campaign real quick,
no,
Deny.
Go on.
for me, I'm pretty sure it's going to be whether you're talking PS3 or Xbox or even the Wii if you want. But as far as AI goes, Halo 4 has the best AI during the campaign
hard.
I have ever seen in my. They all think independently. So like if you can't like how most shooters go.
So
where,
like the three grunts don't just stay together most of the time.
well, just like in Elite, like you can't just like when your
Elite's always been very
when your
smart.
shield's down and shit, but they're even more smart. And that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like when your shield's down and you usually run behind a rock or whatever to let it recharge, and you hit a quick reload or whatever while you're back there. The Elite will come around the rock and come get you. He won't let you just disappear into the dark. You know what I mean? Where they're all like, "Oh, where'd he go?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like most AI is, even in most military shooters. It's like they see you, they're shooting at you 1 second. They clearly didn't kill you, but then they forget you're there and they go back to their linear walking back and forth. You do not see that shit in Halo 4. It's like I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they allocated the RAM to allow it, but it's truly amazing.
I like this one too more because it's a whole new story. We don't know what's going on. No one knows like who
Yeah.
these enemies are. What's going on? It's nice to have something fresh.
That's the
Surprisingly, it took them this long to just start the new trilogy.
Yeah.
No, I don't want it to. I don't want them to turn into Call of Duty where there's a fucking Halo every. It's gonna fucking screw everything up.
They're already on it though.
That's why I don't like that Gears of War is coming out like so quick.
Yeah,
It's
me
kind of
too.
like I want it, and I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna play the shit out of it. But then right after that comes out, Gears of War 4 is around the corner. It's
I'll
like you
buy
guys,
it if Cliffy B tells me to.
I'm gonna be quiet.
and they're starting to do the same thing with Forza Horizon. Oh, that's another game I played this week. They left out of the roundtable.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it immensely. It's a great fucking game. But I mean, Forza 4 just came out. I didn't need a new Halo yet. Wow.
Whatever you want to play,
That
it's
one
fine with
game.
us,
I think
Tony.
what he's trying to tell you is he wants a futuristic racing sim set in the Halo universe.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
the,
what I'm trying to get.
the Warthog
I
didn't
would
make it
buy
into
that.
4.
I did not. I did. Nobody asked for a new Forza yet. Nobody.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? And this is a great game, and
can
I'm
wait.
playing it. I want to support Turn 10 and all that, but it's just like, dude, who the fuck needed it?
Yearly development cycles.
It's fucking everything up though.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Can't stop it.
Metro also got the Song of the Week. It was a Halo main theme, 8-bit.
Yep.
We actually had a couple people chime on it, but he gets the shout out because he picked it first. Or he called it out first. So that moves us on to our tournament.
Hey, can we actually spend more than 3 seconds on it this week?
Yeah.
Excellent.
We're
Spike.
I know.
we're gonna start with the villain bracket here. Okay.
Villain.
Don't do it! They're
The Tony
so
bracket.
evil!
Tony bracket.
We've got Psychomantis from Metal Gear Solid
Yeah.
versus General Shepard. Now he wasn't one of my picks. Who do we remember?
From what?
I don't remember.
Shepard.
I don't remember.
General Shepard?
We did this so long ago. I don't remember.
From Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. It is General Shepard from, is that Black? No, that's
The Modern Warfare series.
Modern Warfare 2, right?
Yeah, one,
three,
it's
two and
one
three.
of- It's one of two.
and 3?
Google.
Yeah, that's right. 2 and 3. No, that's
Modern
right.
Warfare 2.
I am sure about
I just
that.
remember him being a dick.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a military kind of mastermind type dude.
Here's the thing. Shepard, pretty scary. Almost blew up the whole world. Other dude got tricked by a cardboard box.
I think we know who won.
Yeah.
No, we got to go around and everybody can put in their input. I know where I'm going, but
He got tricked by a cardboard box?
I don't remember him being tricked by a cardboard box. I remember you having to plug in the controller into port 2 to beat him.
What?
Psychomantis.
How'd that
He's
work?
the one that reads your memory card,
Tells
tells you what you've been playing, screws up your controller. You
maybe
gotta
I'm
plug
thinking
it
of the
in-
wrong enemy then.
Yeah, you got to plug it into controller 2 to be able to fight him. He takes control of Meryl.
Awesome. I didn't
You-
play this. No, I didn't play it either. So
Really?
that's awesome.
Really?
No.
Really.
You guys are.
That would,
Maybe
you're
I'm thinking
old.
of the wrong part then, because I don't remember any of that. Like, not even a little.
I'll show
Are
you
you
a
talking
picture
about-
of him.
I think I'm a Singo.
Are you thinking about like the regular enemies? Maybe? No? Maybe?
No.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
Psychomantis.
Whatever.
Let's see.
Psychomantis.
Guy's a crazy motherfucker.
Psychomantis.
So you need 2 controllers to beat him.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Here.
Sounds for
Pretty
poor
neat.
families.
So this one this is like completely different.
Do you
'cause
want,
this
do you want
one,
me to give you a little? So, because I mean, I don't know General Shepard, so I'd like a little rundown about him. But I'll do Psychomantis if you
Big
want.
dick.
Shepard betrayed the army. He basically turned. He virtually started World War III and almost made everyone die.
Yeah. Everyone.
That's pretty.
Came
Including
really
you.
close to it too.
But
Huh?
this
Came
one,
close to it, really close.
this one's interesting because this one actually starts to fuck with the player.
Yeah. Now we're playing by our standard rules that Tony set, which is if they were in a fight, who would whoop the other guy.
Yeah.
So, again, for the guys who haven't played Metal Gear, Psychomantis was a psychic member of Foxhound who assisted in the armed takeover of Shadow Moses Island in 2005. He wore a gas mask to help prevent people's thoughts from forcing their way into his mind.
So he invaded Black Mesas, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
He has a
pretty
gas
much.
mask on, so apparently he'd be ready if Shepard did start World War III with some nuclear shit.
Nuclear, I don't think
I don't
gas
think-
masks
yeah, I don't
protect you.
Bio,
God,
maybe.
you guys are fucking whores.
Oh, good thing I had that.
I'm picking Shepard. I was just trying to give this guy any ounce of credit I could.
It's like
and you
the,
guys shit on my dream.
The South Park episode, what's that? Lava's coming. What do? Duck and cover. Goes right over you.
So now you guys comparing them on just one fight or their whole story?
Picture Mortal Kombat.
Okay, and then that's how we're going.
Shepard versus Mantis. Who's gonna win?
Because one guy almost destroyed the world and one guy almost destroyed one guy. I don't know. That's a fair
Well,
comparison.
For Metal Gear, they were taking over and creating their own army
Okay.
also.
Still,
Are we ready to vote?
Sure.
I will go
Is
with
he like super
Shepard.
fast or something?
He can literally like control people and make them do whatever he wants, and he can throw desks and shit at you.
I'm pretty sure General Shepard could do that.
Yeah, he
See?
fucking
Telekinesis.
he-
That's telekinesis, Kyle.
Pyromantis.
he threw 2 of the smartest armies in the world into a full-on
Yeah.
fucking war.
Alright.
I'm going with
We'll play
Shepard.
Shepard.
Something
I also
under the
own a
table,
German.
baby.
I also own a German Shepherd. Gotta go Shepherd.
Mantis.
And I'm going Mantis.
Oh, Mark. Mark's trying to be a hipster again.
So this one should be a draw for now. Let's let.
It can't be. We have to keep fighting it out or something.
I'm saying we can let the fans vote.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really care. Both these guys are pussies. Like, nothing's... they're-
Not really in a fight. It's more just a slap fest.
Sweet. All right. Somebody get Tony a tissue.
Tissue.
Okay. Because Tony's about to go balls out. It's going to be awesome. Everybody, get ready for this. Mark down the time so that you could go back and listen to this portion of the...
9:37.
about to happen?
The hero bracket
Not that time.
Okay.
is Samus from Metroid
Okay.
versus Nathan Drake.
Oh, easy as hell, guys. Come on. All right. So Samus comes out, right? Pulls off her helmet. All of a sudden, she gets lost in Nathan Drake's eyes. Game over.
Done.
Nathan Drake.
Nathan
Drake woos her. It's done.
I mean, he's got good grip strength, but I don't know about that.
I don't know what she could do to him. I mean, she could jump in a circle and shoot one ball straight.
Pew, pew, pew.
Really?
He does
Go
dodge.
ahead. That's what this is for.
He does dodge gunfire pretty well.
He can hold on to ledges really long.
Mhm.
Besides that,
I don't know, Samus
Yeah.
shoots shit though.
She does
So
shoot
does-
shit.
with laser
So does
balls.
fucking Nathan Drake.
Her projectiles are somehow a lot slower, I think.
You have time to get out of the way.
Yeah,
Whereas
you
Nathan
would.
Drake,
Just
you
jump in.
don't.
And he's like, but my hair, my beautifully rendered hair.
It's so well coiffed.
Yeah, but she also fought in a bikini.
Hits
he's also,
McGee.
but he's also
Nathan Drake's fought in a fucking in scuba gear. He's fought in regular clothing. He's been shirtless.
he's also voiced by North.
Nolan North, damn Skippy.
I mean,
he voices everybody. He probably voiced fucking Samus.
when there was still a guy character, probably.
Okay, so I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Okay, and the reason
How
I'm
do you
gonna cheat,
on
I'm gonna keep this very very simple. Okay, is I would be the only opposer to Nathan Drake, and I'm gonna pick Nathan Drake just because I know the way the next match is gonna go, and it's gonna be an awesome pair up. It's gonna be an awesome pair up. Because I know who's gonna win the next fight.
And who won this one?
Well, this one's gonna go to Nathan Drake.
How do we know that?
Because I'm voting Nathan Drake. You're Nathan Drake. I guarantee you he's
Yeah.
going Nathan Drake.
I'm gonna go with Samus.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there you go.
What
Okay,
the
so
fuck?
why? Who's it?
Because look who's in the next match. Okay, now
He's gonna beat the shit out of either one of us.
but listen, picture him against him.
It already
gonna be
happened.
awesome.
It already
That's
happened.
gonna be awesome.
It happened.
See the next match?
Oh, okay.
We don't say it out loud.
Ash Ketchum?
I'm not
Yeah.
scared.
Yes, catch him.
Not scared.
All right,
So Nathan Drake advances.
Yeah. And now for everybody's favorite is the sidekick bracket, and how fitting
Robin.
that you mentioned Ash Ketchum because and that we were
Misty,
talking
Brock.
about Halo is because it's Pikachu
Oh God.
versus Cortana.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, the one's electric.
Oh
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
one's
That's
a
actually
computer.
really easy. It's got to be Pikachu actually. Electricity. She's gonna short out
Yeah.
whatever.
And he's just gonna go Thunderbolt.
I gotta disagree.
Thunderbolt.
She just hides out in fucking Chief's helmet.
I mean, it's
And,
basically like a giant EMP.
over.
Just EMP'd it. Pika.
And then he's just
That's
gonna
the ending of
keep
Halo
spam-
4 on
he's
Legendary,
gonna-
by the
All
way.
they're gonna do is spam down B. Pikachu's got this.
Yeah. Down B.
Down B.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think Cortana just hangs out in Chief's helmet and doesn't really have to do anything.
Cortana's
That's
never
not very
fought.
fighting then. We're being.
I think Cortana could hack into the PC, okay, and fuck over Pikachu.
And back to freaking dude's
Please,
PC.
'cause Pikachu can
Someone's
even
PC.
I'm just saying. exactly. See,
What is-
someone's PC.
what is
Pikachu's just chilling in his little Pokeball, right? And she comes in, and all of a sudden he's fine.
Actually, Pikachu goes into a Pokeball like once.
We're not talking about the Pikachu. We're talking about
There's
a
only one.
Pikachu.
There's only
Is
one.
she gonna?
Bullshit.
It is the Pikachu that is.
She really
the
wants to
winner.
win. Just send out Masigno, and then she wins.
I just remember that one time I was never scared of any Pokemon character ever. Oh wait, that's constantly because they're like the gayest fucking things.
Hey, it may be gay.
Hey, man,
I-
Gengar's kind of scary.
I'm just putting this up in like the Mortal Kombat side by side.
Yeah, I suppose.
Pikachu's a badass.
Cortana can't move.
I know.
She just sits there and moves her lips. She's
But-
she's just a rendered image.
I know. That's why I'm like, how do you win?
She does have a nice ass.
Okay, we could
She's got big
move.
tits.
and
We
nice
can, we
ass.
can we can move
Are we fighting
Pikachu.
it?
We can move Pikachu on. That's fine.
I just don't think Cortana can do anything.
I don't think Pikachu can. He just got a
He's
bye.
got- he's got
he
an
got a
attack.
bye week because we stuck him against Cortana.
He's got an
Hey,
attack
this was
though.
all randomized.
He's got an electric attack on a, something
Computer.
that'll short circuit. That's why I'm moving Pikachu.
He just
on.
stands there with his mouth open, and then they draw the background going really fast behind him. It's fucking stupid.
Well, wait.
You're gonna get shit on.
I'm agreeing with you about Cortana, right?
What?
I'm totally agreeing with you about Cortana, but the comment that you just said where he stands there and the background moves, same kind of thing for Cortana, because she can't go nowhere.
She doesn't move. That makes sense.
Well, get
No, because
down.
it's pretending that Pikachu's fucking running really fast. And
He's just that fucking
Whatever.
fast.
no.
Like lightning.
It's just squiggly lines in the background.
So let's take it to a vote.
Scream,
Take
scream.
it to a
Japanese
vote.
Tony.
I'll take Cortana because she's going to get no love. I'll take her.
Pika, Pika. I'm going Pikachu.
And I'm going with Cortana.
Alright.
Really?
Yeah.
But she can't win.
You can't win.
It's Cortana.
I was just trying to give her a
Listen,
vote.
I don't care.
That's
I'm
not
going
how
with
this
Cortana.
works, though.
Yeah. It's who I want. Okay.
It's the
No,
head-to-head fight.
it's who would win. I got to switch mine to Pikachu. He's got to win.
Yeah.
It's who would win. It's not who we want.
It's who I want.
No, it's not because that's
how
that's
it's
the
always
Void.
been.
That's the
That's
whole-
how it's
that's the
always
whole-
been.
Just
for me.
because you wanted to get with her.
That's the whole reason
You're
Gladys
damn right.
got. That's
Just
the whole
because she's
reason.
not naked yet.
That's the whole reason Gladys got by on some bullshit. There's no. What's
right.
she gonna do? Turn into a
So,
potato?
all right.
You can't just go on who you like better. It's
can't.
who
No,
would
That
really
was like
win.
she could control shit. That
I
was a
can
little
go
bit more
on
legit.
whatever
And
I
then
No,
want.
it's a
Cortana was
fight.
never.
Gladys can't do it. Like I'm just whatever. I'm gonna switch mine to whatever
Fighting Gladys, you
Pokemon's
just gotta walk away.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Pikachu's not going for it. He's
for
kind
the-
of a pussy.
For the
afraid
first
he'll get
time, since
attacked.
we don't have our tiebreaker here, Angry Andy, is we're going to leave this one up to the fans, which was Psycho Mantis and General Shepard.
There you go. That's on you guys.
Yeah.
Shepard.
Shepard. Yeah.
Cheaper.
Okay.
I'm General Shepard, and this is
That's
my
kinda
favorite
cool.
store on
Leave
the
it up to them.
Citadel.
Yeah. This is the first one that's ever been in your guys' hands.
Yeah, you pick.
Choose wisely. Does
Mwahaha. Choose with me or I'll kill you.
that mean it's time?
I really don't care.
Is it time? Ba-doo-boo-boo-doo. Doo-doo-boo-doo. Tony's topic of the week.
Did you hear when he did it last week and it was like super fast?
I was like, Tony's topic of the week.
Toys out of the Hilarious.
So we got this little game coming out in a few days. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's called
Halo?
Call of Duty.
Duty?
Has anyone heard of it?
Came out in 2003 as far as I know.
So we gonna be doing a bit of the COD talk. I know I like it. I know this podcast isn't the biggest fans of that series,
Not anymore.
but
Early on, hell yeah.
they got a ridiculous
COD
amount
2.
of fans, and it's kind of hard to ignore the fact that it's coming out. I mean, that thing alone accounts for probably 20% of video game sales throughout the whole year.
I mean, granted,
Probably
they're
more than
12-year-old
that.
kids mostly.
But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Mostly 12-year-old kids, yeah.
so I still enjoy them, but that'll be our topic.
I mean, they still do a good story. I'm just their multiplayer doesn't change for me, and that's like the big draw at this point because like
See,
the
that's
campaign
an-
is so small.
That's an ass backwards way than it should be.
Yeah,
The campaign should always be primary.
yeah, it should.
Yeah.
Be.
You know what I mean? Because once, not that it should overshadow multiplayer or anything like that.
Yeah,
but I mean,
especially on that game
put-
at this point.
like you look at something like a Halo, for example. Okay, that thing they put out these 10, 12, even Uncharted, they put out these 10, 12 hour glorious campaigns. They're fucking amazing and memorable, and they pull you emotionally into all this world. And then on top of that, they put this amazing multiplayer component. I don't understand how Call of Duty gets away with just putting a multiplayer component out. I love the campaigns, but we alluded to, they're fucking 4 or 5 hours. It's
Yeah, I don't remember them too much.
oh really? I remember them all, but they're
Call of Duty?
I remember
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 1 a lot. I do remember 1 and 2 the best. And then Modern Warfare is also one I remember a lot.
World at War was really memorable for me.
All I remember from
I
Black
remember
Ops is,
the
what are
trench-
the codes? What are the codes?
Black Ops was kind of
numbers.
cool.
I
Like,
remember the trenches
assassinating
from World War.
Castro, even though it wasn't really Castro. And then
I do remember that actually. Yeah.
that was really fucking cool. And I loved where you sacrifice yourself. It's still also early on in the game, but I mean, you guys are all taking off on that runaway, and they can't get away, and you bail, jumped off to the side, and get onto one of those turrets and blow everything up so the plane could get away.
Yeah.
That was really fucking cool. World of War, I think, was one of the better. That and the first Modern War. That to me was the glory days. Was Modern Warfare and World at War. I think that was when they really hit their stride. And then Modern Warfare 2 came out, and it was just fucking over.
Yeah.
That's when
the
the
campaign was very.
that's when the
very,
brokenness happened. Because World at War, I love that. Where, first of all, it had zombies, which and I still think to this day the World at War 1 is better than the Black Ops 1. And now we'll see with Black Ops 2 in the upcoming weeks. But
Yeah, you have to let me know.
at the end when they're pushing back the Russians, because I still like the World War II setting. It's one of my favorite times in history. and pushing back the Russians and charging on that building, and then the scene ends with you getting the flag and you just kind of run up and you stick it up. That's like we stopped communism. We stopped everything. We stopped the Russians.
That was in what one was that one?
World War.
World of War.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Because I remember like over the years they kind of like at least in World of War they took a few missions from Call of Duty 1 and reworked them, and that was one of them. Literally, if you do want like I've said this on the podcast before, the best story was Call of Duty Classic is what they call it now, which you can get on Xbox. Literally, the campaign that's really freaking good.
Yeah. Then I also remember there's a sweet sniper mission in World of War where you don't know where he's coming from. It's a huge building, and it's just you and
yeah, I remember.
I can't think of his name right now, Nikolai or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're crouched, and he knows where you are, but he's kind of and you have to like search like dozens of fucking windows to find him, and then when you see him, you have to make sure to hit him because he only peeks out, takes a quick shot, and ducks back in, and so you have like milliseconds to react. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of fun, and I think Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the first one, is probably, in my opinion, the best campaign.
That was really good.
I have played Call of Duty Classic. I have done all those. I think Modern Warfare was amazing. The sniper level is still probably the most memorable
definitely
military level I've ever played in my life.
No, I can definitely agree with that. Like, literally, that one is so good. Like, I put those ones... I have such good, like, nostalgia moments on Call of Duty 1. Sorry.
Jesus.
But Modern Warfare is, like, both those are so close to me with, I don't know, the quality of the campaign. Call of Duty 2 is a really good campaign as well. That was a launch title for Xbox 360. That was a really good story, too, as well.
I'm like 3/4 of the way through my veteran run on that to get my 1,000 gamer score, and I'm stuck like at the fucking 3/4 mark of that game, and I can't fucking beat it. It's like it's so grenade heavy.
Oh yeah, it is. You can also thank Call of Duty 2 for your regenerative health that was found in a ton of games after that, like the exact kind of system.
Yeah, they kind of started that. I know.
They started throwing jelly on my screen.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, those guys, they started making... That's when Zampella and West were still at the helm, because, I mean, they were making the great Medal of Honors. Then they got in a fight with EA. So Activision's like, oh, hell yeah, we'll bring the talent over, and that's how Call of Duty got started. It's actually the guys who got in a fight over Medal of Honor left to go to do Call of Duty. Call of Duty was doing great. Then they started getting in a fight with Activision over the money with them. Now those guys left. Now they're creating another game. But they just won like $1 gazillion in a lawsuit against Activision, so...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yay for money.
And stuff.
So
what was your favorite Call of Duty of all time, then? Good sir. Have you played any of them?
Yes.
Nostalgia me says Call of Duty 1. Probably the best one was probably Modern Warfare 1. Call of Duty 2 probably coming in third place. And probably World of War being fourth for me campaign-wise. Yeah. And, including multiplayer Call of Duty 1 by far. That just because that thing was awesome.
How about yourself?
I don't even know. All the stories kind of blend together to me. But I'm more of a SOCOM kind of guy anyway, so...
Well, there you have it. Fucking hey. I just started playing that too on PS3.
I used to play SOCOM 1 and 2. And I used to be really heavily into the online multiplayer stuff.
Oh, I'm playing the one that got Zipper shut down.
Yeah.
I remember SOCOM 1. I got it as a kid because I love that game. But I was like, I wasn't really good at shooters. I don't think I got past the second level in that whole game.
That game is so
I just
hard.
kept playing the first level because it was dumbed down a little bit for level 1. I played that thing just over and over again. It was great.
I remember playing the third. I think it was the third one. You actually find Saddam Hussein. It's not him, but you find a guy under a rug in the middle of Middle East, whatever. It's like, I wonder who this is supposed to be.
What about yourself, sir?
I don't care for Call of Duty. I've made that very vocal. The last one that I actually played and enjoyed was Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
I prefer Battlefield. And I don't even care about those that much anymore.
Yeah, it's a little... I want to get into that in a bit after I answer like the fucking oversaturation at this point. But for me, like I said, it's probably Call of Duty 2, Modern Warfare 1, and World at War are all ridiculously close. I actually did enjoy the Black Ops campaign, but the multiplayer was atrocious. And the zombies pissed me off because all I wanted was the World at War engine. maps, the color, everything about it. I just wanted new maps. I didn't want them to change anything. They literally changed everything, and it broke it. It wasn't as fun. It didn't have the same like addictiveness that World at War had.
Got rid of my quick scoping, you know.
Yep.
Well, are we also going to go into like how like since like
we can go into everything. 'Cause
Okay.
I didn't really write it down. I figured Call of Duty would bring up so much anger that we would keep getting sidetracked.
Like,
So
basically, my big beef with them is like they've been the same since Modern Warfare 1. 1, 2, and 3 are they feel different, but literally since Modern Warfare 1, they've all been the same, with new skins, new maps, new campaigns.
well, I know 2 and 3 were pretty much literally the same game, Modern Warfare wise. Modern Warfare 2 and 3. They even reused buildings and animation. It was so fucking lazily done.
Robert Bowling.
Yeah. Thing is, like, I don't know, they kind of innovated by jumping into Modern Warfare, bringing everybody into the modern age, and Battlefield followed suit, and then Bad Company was invented. And
Actually, Battlefield was before them. They had Battlefield 2142, and it did alright, but that was completely different because they had like mechs and.
It's like futuristic though. I'm talking about modern.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, but they tried to put people into like a futuristic kind of
I
thing.
think America's Army did it first.
Technically, yes.
Pretty sure Halo did it first.
Because you had America's Army, America's Army 2. I think they're in America's Army 3 right now.
I'm just trolling.
Well, I know. I thought that's what they were doing too.
I was trying to
Just
be a
like,
dick.
what the fuck?
Oh,
No,
they've been around
I'm
for a
being
long
honest.
time. No, they've been around for a long
As
time.
far as like the modern war game, I believe America's Army did it before
So that or Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike also, yeah.
Yeah.
It was done before, but
now,
they
I'm
definitely
not
made
gonna- I'm not
it
gonna count
more
Counter-Strike
mainstream.
because Counter-Strike's a different type of play style involved.
It's also just a mod.
yeah.
Yeah, there's not even a campaign.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick with America's Army.
Okay.
Yeah, America's Army. I'll go with that
I'm
too.
gonna go Halo.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with Barbie's Adventure.
Hello,
so-
Kitty.
So anyway, everybody kind of followed Call of Duty after they did it. They brought in Bad Company. Then that was event. Medal of Honor came over and copied off as well. Battlefield. That's where you spawn in the new games like Homefront and stuff like that. That kind of all try to mimic the success that Modern Warfare brought to the table. Because before that, the Call of Duties didn't even sell amazingly like they did now. I mean, it was kind of like Modern Warfare is what blew it up. It was basically their multiplayer, the way that the tree system that they had implemented was at the time revolutionary, but it hasn't changed in fucking 5 years. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think now there's just too goddamn many of them, and a lot of them suck now.
Yeah. I think what happens, I think, a lot of time is a lot of them try to just put the Call of Duty thing in, like the system. You know, Bioshock has that. Just games that either don't need multiplayer or, you know, they don't spend enough time on the single player because they're doing too much, you know, like they don't have enough attention to detail and like, you know, smooth gameplay on both ends, single player, multiplayer, because they try to concentrate on one too many.
You almost needed two companies to work on something like that. Like one work on multiplayer,
Yeah,
one
just
work
two
on single
teams,
player.
but
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. I don't know why. I said
because two
multiple,
teams,
but-
you can ask why Medal of Honor 1 didn't review very well. It was a good game, but the biggest concern was the complete gameplay change mechanics between single player to multiplayer. Cause it was
Just
two different
Danger
companies.
Close. Danger Close took care of the campaign. Well, Dice did the multiplayer.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Halo, the newest one, had a different team or something working on the multiplayer.
They probably split 343
Yeah,
up, but
they
that's
probably
all
did that.
343
Yeah.
does. So
Okay.
they probably had a fucking Spec Ops team, a fucking campaign team,
Yeah.
but they all work together so well that it comes out differently. I don't know,
Yeah.
like for me, the Spec Ops The Line too is a great example of what you were just saying, where they were forced to put multiplayer into their game, and the few things that I would have picked out that were wrong with the campaign probably could have been polished out had they not wasted
You know,
the time and effort making a multiplayer
Months
thing.
doing
That
multiplayer.
a month later was a ghost town. There's just no fucking reason for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know, I
games
remember-
don't need it.
I remember
all
when
the time.
Arkham City said that they weren't coming out with a multiplayer, but it's like it might be like a fucking like a suicide or whatever. It's no, that game sold really well. Games have shown over and over and over again. If you put a great story in, you don't need to tack on fucking multiplayer to succeed.
Yeah, Batman.
Assassin's Creed has multiplayer, but do they really even need it? I don't know. It's a cool idea, a cool concept, but I don't know. I think it's kind of silly.
I think Assassin's Creed's redundant because Uncharted kind of ripped off the Assassin's Creed theory, but did it 1,000 times better. Uncharted's actually another one that when I heard they were putting in number 2, I'm like, why? And then it came out, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is actually pretty cool. But they do everything Assassin's Creed does, but better. They really do. Uncharted 3 especially has fucking great multiplayer.
I like the story though in Assassin's Creed though. I really do.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that last week. They're great stories. Just I think they have broken gameplay. But Mark
yeah, it's a little broken. It's a little broken.
Well, yeah, I know. That's why I mean. That's
what I was trying to tell.
No, I completely agree with you. Like with the previous ones, I totally jumped the wrong way in the stupid time things. The thing it was in the third one is I haven't gotten far enough to see if it was broken because they guide your hand so much when you're jumping now. That's what I was trying to explain last week. Like literally, I don't know if they fixed it or not because I haven't had enough time to go into
I haven't with number 3 either. I thought I'd have more time in it by now. I just kept playing Liberation on my Vita. I'm addicted to that fucking game. And it's broken as shit too, dude. You're running because it's a lot of swampland in Louisiana. As soon as you get away from New Orleans, there's trees all strewn about and you're kind of running through the swamp and you're going from branch to branch. And it's always like, why did you jump over there? No, I was pointing that way. Why did you go to the left? It's always, I don't know.
Yeah,
especially during those time things because in that game it's a lot of do this in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So you fuck up once and you got to restart the
I've
synchronization.
I've done exactly what you've done. And sometimes when it works, you're just like, yay, because it didn't fail kind of thing where you actually jump where you want to and don't fall.
Sometimes it's an accidental good thing.
Yeah, when you think like, well, I think if I point this direction, I'll actually get there. I mean, yeah.
It's just weird.
One of the bigger YouTubers I watch actually, well, not one of the bigger ones, but he's still pretty high up there, you know. He plays Assassin's Creed, and he has every game-breaking glitch happen to him pretty much during the gameplay. Like, one of the guys he's supposed to assassinate doesn't even spawn in. And it's just like, how do you play the game then? Like, you can't actually play the game that's not there. And it's just funny, like, how many glitches will actually happen to him while he plays the game.
Broken things happen.
Yeah.
But anyway, Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are you anybody getting it besides me?
Nope.
I'll check it out for the campaign eventually.
I might buy it maybe a couple months down the line, but that's basically just for me to shit talk to 12-year-olds. I don't know, I have a real big problem with that. Like, I go on multiplayer games just to shit talk. It's a problem.
It's true.
I'm looking forward to seeing the zombie mode. Hopefully they did a better job, and I will have a blast with the campaign, but I'll probably tear through it in the first night.
Yeah.
Actually, probably not, because I heard I'm working like 8 or 9 hours. Jesus Christ.
What are they doing?
They were like seriously wrestling on the floor above us.
It better be 2 hot girls wrestling in mud or something.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Then you'll be above them, and then we can start
I'll be on the other side. I've got 3 copies of Black Ops pre-ordered, and not a single one's for me.
Who are they for?
One is for my girlfriend's dad. One is for Angry Andy. And one is getting me a brand new leather couch.
So that means Angry Andy will have to be in town to probably actually...
No, I can ship it to him.
No, okay.
Wait, better.
Damn it.
Wait, well, how are you going to get a couch out of this?
Yeah.
$60? I'm going back to that.
He was probably going to get it for free anyway, and the guy was probably just like, just give me Black Ops.
No, a buddy of mine's it's like, hey, I got a leather couch. You want to buy it? I was like, sure. How much you want for it? He goes,
Black Ops.
Copy Call of Duty. I was like, done.
Yeah.
Wow.
$50-$60 for it? Hell yeah.
Yep.
This is in good shape, too?
Oh, it's like brand new.
Damn it. I should offer him 2
shot,
copies of Call of Duty.
Was he shot in the head lately?
No.
Just kidding. Lately, of course. No, that's cool. It's cool because I'm sure he doesn't need it anymore. So.
No.
Yeah.
Just bought brand new furniture.
Did you get Modern Warfare 3?
No.
No.
I got Black Ops for
nobody?
like $20
Me too.
months down the line. I did get Modern
That's
Warfare
probably
2
the smart
day one.
move, especially because they don't have online passes and shit. But
Yeah.
and they're not going to miss your one sale because they sell a gazillion copies.
Yeah. I bought mine off Amazon actually. It was $20 on for I don't know.
And this is
some
the
sale.
most pre-ordered game of all time.
Is it?
Unsurprisingly, yeah.
Even if I do come in months late, I still wreck kids. I love it.
Well, it's because they don't change the gameplay. That's why people who haven't played for months can actually.
Yeah, you can just hop in.
It's
Excel.
so sad. I just wreck them. I'm not saying I'm like MLG, but
He's
it's
pretty
just
good.
like,
He actually is pretty good.
well, I have no life. That's why.
Yeah.
You work and you play games. I wish I could do that. I have work, school.
That's
and
what I
games.
do.
I
too.
work school too.
I just not.
You never talk about it.
I just
No,
never have
fuck
enough
it.
time to get that good at any one game because I'm sitting there shuffling every week. You guys hear me on this shit. I'm playing a different game every fucking week. Like
Yeah.
5-6 games every week I'm playing.
I haven't talked about World of Tanks in like 2 weeks. I did play it this week, I think, though. or last week. But
Threw
yeah,
it on the
something.
floor.
Threw it on the
Fuck
ground.
that.
If you want to see how many games I played, look at my Congregate score.
Oh yeah, God, you play so many Congregate games. It's
He got
ridiculous.
smart enough now, huh?
Yeah, he's figured out
Dude.
he can go to the toy box and get toys.
Oh man, Infect. Oh, I'm gonna have to show it to you.
Is it a Flash game?
Site. Yeah, it's on
Dude,
Congregate.
you know
It's so
Congregate,
good.
right?
I'm supposed to fucking.
Oh
sell
yeah,
that
sorry.
crap.
Have you ever been on the site? Like, have
No.
you looked at? Okay, basically, my achievement, like, they give out like.
They stop at 50, right?
Well, no, they go higher than I think now.
Nice.
But basically, like, there's you get like 45 points to a game, maybe 80, something like that, whatever you know. I have 42,000 points in that game
No,
of just
website.
Flash games that I played. You know, so I don't even know how many games I played in
It
that.
was either YouTube or Congregate for the longest time for you.
I was both.
The problem too is working at a video game retailer that lets you check out games. It's like
Yeah.
everything's
Stop.
cheap. Then every day, like every fucking shift, I'm taking something out. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, let me check this out. If it sucks, whatever. I didn't spend money on it. If it's good, I'll blow through it and fucking bring it back and get something else. It's like,
That's good though. I mean, you work for the company, you know games are out.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it's,
That's what it's there for.
yeah, supposedly or whatever.
I just work
I don't
at
know how one of my
Lowe's.
old managers would get like a game a year. I don't know how he did it.
I just work at Lowe's. I just get like free soil.
I probably could.
Awesome.
I probably could.
No, you good.
No, not live off a game a year, but buy a game or two a year. The thing is, I actually like supporting certain developers. Like,
Yeah.
I buy stuff. Like, I know Forza Horizon didn't have a fucking online pass or any of that crap. We're already getting used copies in. I could easily waited for it to drop to.
Yeah.
And I know come Christmas time, it'll be on sale for $40.
Yeah.
With my discount, I get it for like 30. I could easily waited and got it cheaper, but I like supporting Turn 10. You know what I mean? I like supporting fucking Microsoft and 343, so I got Halo right away. You know what I mean? I know that didn't have an online pass. Same thing with Call of Duty. I could just check it out and beat the campaign and bring it
Yeah.
back to work. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like Treyarch. Treyarch makes good. Infinity Ward, I'm not so much on their Johnson.
Well, they're
They lost a lot of people.
They're gone pretty much.
I like Treyarch a lot. Like,
Yeah.
They made good James Bond games back in the day. I'm on the wrong side of the fence. I know I'm the minority, but I actually like Treyarch's Call of Duties better than Infinity Wards. I think they're darker. There's like a more overlying Doom theme.
Yeah.
Kinda
I think with
lurking.
the
Doom.
two new Black Ops, though, or the one Black Ops, whatever, I think that a lot of people did switch over.
He's chasing his tail. He's chasing his tail.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because I know Modern Warfare 3 was the first game to not beat its predecessor in
Yeah.
sales.
It did really bad.
But now, because people are fucking
It's
sick
sold.
of it.
Really bad for that though. Like I think I went into it at one of the podcasts way back. Was like literally for them it was
5%.
like 5%, but
But
then it
when
goes
you
out
take
to
into
like
account that, yeah, that's
500,000 copies or what the hell it was. I can't remember.
their 5% probably outsold in our 3 or 4 titles.
At least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dishonored didn't do shit either. I thought that game was going to do good. The sales report just came up for
Mm-hmm.
it. That game didn't even break 1 million.
Really?
Like hundreds of thousands.
No.
That game was really short, too, though.
600K or some shit. It's like,
Really?
really? That's all it sold?
That's
I
too
couldn't
bad.
believe it either.
Good game, though.
I love kind of games like that though. That and Hitman's gonna be awesome too.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
Shut up. Hitman has always been good.
It's been good.
Hitman.
I don't think it's going to be the best game ever.
Well, it won't be the best game ever, but it'll be.
No, it'll be the best game ever.
It'll
I'm sorry.
be a very reputable
Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty.
Hitman game in their franchise.
Well, aside from that, I don't really have too much more on COD. We could kind of free ball for 5 minutes or close the show. I don't really care.
Free ball, you say, huh?
No.
You guys
Wait,
are no fun here.
Yeah, we're very.
There's just
strict.
no nudity at all.
After we have beer, this is just straight up.
I'm one to get naked, too.
No, we're good.
Sam's naked.
Damn,
Dude, I keep staring at his balls. I have a problem.
Yeah, quit checking out the dog scrotum.
I look over and all I see is his balls hanging around. What the fuck?
I don't need. Can we end now? God damn it, Kevin.
I know it ends something.
I
Charge
had
your
my
phone?
charger for a little
No,
while.
fuck you.
Fucking dick. I brought that shit for me, and Mark steals my charger for the whole show.
Yep. I was gonna be nice and be like, hey, you want to charge your phone for
I
it?
was wondering where you got that, though.
What? I brought it in
No,
for
not
me.
him.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
wondering where he got that. I was like, you didn't bring that in.
Yeah, what a dick.
On my butt.
Yeah. What else is coming out this year?
Hitman Far Cry.
Good games.
That's about it.
Good games. Besides-
Oh.
Oh, zing zing.
Well, clearly Call of Duty's not on that list.
Oh,
Oh. I see what he did
that
there.
should be alright for a couple days. Then I'll get bored.
really?
Would you stop throwing my phone all willy-nilly? Jeez, Mark.
No.
All right, anybody else have anything else to contribute?
No.
This has been episode 40. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I fucked that ending up. Catch us next week, same time, same place, and don't forget to give us ideas for the 1 year anniversary.
And to vote on the
And
tiebreaker.
Let's
and
get naked.
send in questions.
Let's get naked.
And call Jason a whore.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.